Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna. Here we are in Novosibirsk. This is the fourth city in our All Russia tour. This city was founded by Tsar Nicholas back in 1893, and at that time it was called Novosibirsk in honor of a great saint and also in honor of the Tsar. During the 1940s, in reaction to the war, because the city is quite far to the east, 50 major factories were packed up and moved here in order to reduce the risk of destruction during the war. And at that time it became a center for production for the Red Army, and over 140,000 refugees came here. Now it's, of course, the largest in Siberia, with a population of 1.6 million people, and it's also a center for scientific research.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Devotees came here in the early 90s, and in 1993 they established their first Hare Krishna center. Now there are around 300 devotees here. They're very active. They distribute many books. Last year they distributed 25,000 books, 10 full-time distributors, and they also have a very active Food for Life program. Of course, for us, it's always heartwarming to see these devotees working so hard under difficult circumstances to spread Krishna consciousness. Their dedication to Krishna consciousness is obvious, and their taste for kirtan also is very inspiring. As always, our aim is just to inspire them in their spiritual life. They're the pioneers who are pushing on Krishna consciousness in this remote corner of the world under difficult circumstances, and we just want to share and inspire them with the basic practices of Krishna consciousness, hearing about Krishna, Krishna Katha, and of course kirtan. And they love kirtan. You can see it on their faces. As soon as we begin chanting, they respond. And also they're very kind and loving. We always are very moved by the receptions that we get here and the appreciation of the devotees. So even though it's a little difficult traveling in this part of the world, we feel very inspired to see Srila Prabhupada's mission going on in such a wonderful way. And to meet such great souls, such great pure devotees of the Lord. Thank you, Srila Prabhupada, for this opportunity to serve Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, and welcome to Barnaul, Siberia, Russia, where, as you can see, it's still cold. As a matter of fact, it's cold enough for me to wear a hat. My mother saw a picture of me without a hat and wrote me an email chastising me, so I'm warm, Mom. Barnaul is the capital of the Altai mountain region in Siberia. The city itself is over 300 years old, and as you enter the city, one of the oldest cathedrals is perched high on the hill overlooking the city below with a beautiful view of the surrounding plains. In the city of Barnaul is also one of the largest convents to be found in this part of Russia. The city itself is situated between two rivers and not far from the mountains, so it's a great port of industry. Culturally, most of the culture is connected with the church and the religious institutions found here. However, two of the universities rank among the top 100 in the entire country of Russia. The winters here, they're very cold.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Here in Barnaul, there are about 200 devotees in our ISKCON center. They're working very diligently to establish Krishna consciousness here. There are about 7 or 8 brahmacharis that live in the facility and do the daily work to bring it up to standard for being a full residential facility for ISKCON here in Siberia. Daily, the devotees go out on preaching activities, and they have a traveling Sankirtan party that regularly visits all the villages in the Altai mountain region. They also have a thriving local restaurant and are reaching out to the interfaith group through yoga and astrology activities, bringing a wide range of people to Krishna consciousness. One of the most amazing things is the level of enthusiasm that we find as we travel to these different cities in Siberia. Here in Barnaul, the devotees chant and dance with such fervor, such devotion. It's really quite amazing. One would think that it might be a little difficult to establish Krishna consciousness here, but as you speak with the devotees and hear their level of devotional realization and see the activities they're engaged in and how nicely the deities are worshipped, you're really quite amazed. It gives real proof to the fact that Srila Prabhupada built a house that the entire world could live in, even here in Siberia. We feel very honored to be among these devotees and simply hope that this is the first of many visits as we get to take their association and be as enlivened by them as they are by us coming and visiting them. So from Barnaul, Western Siberia, here in Russia, Hare Krishna, all glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.